While charging my phone, I accidentally got electrocuted, but unexpectedly
Bro?
I awakened an all
Bro?
things replication system.
finished
As long as I had energy,
a
I
show.
could replicate any item in the world. My first thought was to hand the system over to the state so we could mass produce photolithography
Yep, you
machines
know.
and other high-tech equipment. But right then, I just wanted to test it by replicating some gold.
Do you have any
The system, however,
X?
informed me that my energy points were insufficient for replication and that I had to absorb energy by getting electrocuted.
we're gonna
Getting
collect
electrocuted made me
more.
hesitate, but if I didn't try, I wouldn't be able to accept it. So, mustering all my courage, I stuck my hand straight into the power socket. The next second, I felt absolutely nothing. However, the energy reserve number on the system interface started ticking upward. After about 5 or 6 minutes, my energy reserve reached 100 points. I started testing it by replicating simple items like
Sorry,
pens,
I'm
and realized these things only required 0.01 energy points. But if I wanted to get rich quick, the fastest way I could think of was replicating gold. So I decisively took out a 20,000 yuan online loan. The next day, I went straight to a gold jewelry shop. I picked out a gold bracelet at the counter that cost 18,000 yuan, perfectly within my budget, and decisively bought it. Returning to my rented apartment, I locked the door, drew the curtains, and prepared to replicate the bracelet. However, the system displayed that the gold bracelet required 380 energy points. So I went back to charging myself with electricity until my energy reached 400 points. I picked up the bracelet and silently chanted in my mind, "System, replicate." The next second, an identical bracelet appeared out of thin air on the table right in front of me. Ha 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 ha, it worked. This is awesome. I could no longer suppress the wild ecstasy in my heart. It felt as if I was already looking at the scene of myself walking straight to the peak of life. I forced down my excitement and started thinking about how to sell this bracelet for cash. I obviously couldn't go back to the original store, so I found a different jewelry shop far away from where I lived. "Boss, do you accept this bracelet?" I asked. "We do, but I have to verify its authenticity first." The gold shop boss was a shrewd, middle-aged man. He took the bracelet, used professional tools to carefully authenticate it, and then weighed it. A little over 40 grams. Today's recycling price is 415 yuan per gram, so that makes a total of 16,600 yuan. I nodded, indicating that was fine. According to the rules, you need the receipt for us to process the payment. I
Mike, are
can't
you
find the
mute?
receipt right now, and I really need the money urgently on my end. Understood. In that case, I can only calculate it at 400 yuan per gram. Take it or leave it. I deliberately frowned and pretended to consider it for a moment before reluctantly agreeing, though internally I was overflowing with joy. A few hundred energy points were essentially just a few hundred yuan
Mate, if
worth
you
of
have a
electricity
lot-
bills,
if you
but
have,
in
like, you
exchange,
know,
I got over 16,000 yuan.
if you
The
have
profit
those,
margin
you can just,
would make
like,
a
give it to
capitalist
me, you know.
cry. After getting the money, I went home and started seriously thinking about how to use this system to make money. I definitely couldn't keep using this method. Plus, if I consumed hundreds or thousands of kilowatt hours of electricity a day, the power company would show up at my door to inspect the meter in minutes. So energy supply was now a real problem. However, just as I was stressing over this, a massive thunderclap suddenly roared in the sky, and an exceptionally thick bolt of lightning tore across the clouds. Looking out the window at the dark, stormy sky, an idea instantly hit me. Lightning was pure, massive, and entirely free energy. A single lightning bolt contained anywhere from several thousand to tens of thousands of kilowatt hours of electricity. It was just that the idea was way too dangerous. If I messed up, I would genuinely be dead. But I still made up my mind to try. Holding an iron rod wrapped with electrical wire, I stood on the roof of a 6-story building. Braving the heavy rain, I raised the iron rod high into the air. I gritted my teeth as time passed, second by second. Suddenly, crack! A bolt of lightning struck down from the sky with pinpoint accuracy, hitting the iron rod right above me. The intense pain and paralysis I had anticipated never came. The entire process lasted for only 2 short seconds. When everything settled down, I trembled as I opened my eyes, marveling at the fact that I was still alive. "Strike me!" The heavens seemed to answer my request, and lightning struck down again. Right after that, I was struck a total of 3 times. My total energy points skyrocketed to 26,500. This made me insanely happy. It was enough to replicate nearly 70 bracelets. Back inside, I decided to test the waters by replicating 10 bracelets first. So, system, replicate. With a single thought, 10 identical bracelets appeared instantly in front of me. Next was turning them into cash. I mapped out a route and constantly changed to different small-scale jewelry shops until I had sold all 10 bracelets. In total, I made 158,600 yuan. Looking at my bag stuffed full of cash, I was overjoyed. After leaving the orphanage, I had worked my ass off for several years just to save a few tens of thousands, and almost all of it had been spent.
Girl, I'm gonna finish the shelf. I finished the shelf, girl. Wait one more for give it. Girl, this is the first floor. This is the first floor, right? Girl. Girl, do you already find DevX? Do you already have DevX? The book, DevX. Give it to me. Just eat it over there. Just eat it over there. Come on, girl. Where's this meditations? Girl, we might want to end the recording right now. Girl, we might want to end the recording right now.